is WTAE-TV Pittsburgh. Right now, Channel 4 Action News is taking action for you.
Tonight, the latest. Injured passengers headed home after a tour bus tragedy on a Missouri highway. Tonight, a local mother ties herself to the flagpole at her son's school. Find out why. But first, tonight's big story at 11. Students and parents make a last-minute plea. 3 days before the scheduled start of the school year, and students in one district don't know if they'll be in class because of the threat of a teacher strike. Tonight, angry parents in Bethel Park confronted contract negotiators, begging both sides to work things out. John Griner's live in Bethel Park with the very latest. Are they negotiating at this hour, John?
Well, Stella, they are still negotiating, but as the possibility of yet another strike looms large in this district, parents who are still upset over last spring's walkout say that they have had enough.
Right.
Yeah, why can't you go to work and teach and still talk?
Yeah. Parents told contract negotiators to get a deal done. They don't want to see another strike like the 10-day teacher walkout last March.
I mean, every 5 years they go on strike. At what point do they stop, taking control? At what point do they do the job and teach?
Don't walk, talk! Don't walk, talk!
Some parents brought their children to the protest, students who don't want to have to make up strike days.
Because I want to go back to school, and I don't want to have our Christmas vacation, Easter vacation, and every other holiday ruined, so I want to go back to school.
Some of the parents complained that they weren't getting the teachers' side of the negotiation, so some of the teachers showed up here tonight to speak with the parents in person.
They're the ones to be upset with because we had a contract. We voted for it. They didn't.
He's talking about the fact that in June, a non-binding arbitrator came up with a compromise contract proposal.
We thought it gave them what they wanted, and we were wondering what was in it for us. But it was good enough, though the teachers voted yes.
The board voted no. That contract would have offered high school teachers $3,000 a year to teach 6 periods a day, up from 5. The board has offered $2,000 a year. Teachers held their own vigil, saying they don't want the light of knowledge to be extinguished. But some parents think their contract demands are more about money than knowledge.
They're not worried about our children's education. This is a money issue.
Yes, it's great.
Well, only a handful of parents remain at this hour, and they are speaking to the teachers' chief negotiator, Walt Mikowski, who has just walked out the door. I asked him if negotiations were still going on, and he says yes. That has to be considered a hopeful sign. We'll see. Live in Bethel Park, John Griner, Channel 4 Action News. Sally.
All right, thanks very much, John. A similar situation in Mount Lebanon. Teachers there are threatening to walk out if there isn't a deal by the start of school next week. Teachers do not want a 6th period class added to the workday. They say the extra class would stretch them too thin. So far, no progress to report in negotiations. Students in the Avonworth School District will definitely be starting school late, but not because of a strike. An electrical transformer that's part of the middle high school building construction project didn't arrive on time. School was supposed to start September 5th, but it's going to be pushed back until September 11th for all of those grades. Well, tonight police tracked down a teen wanted for 2 murders. This is 19-year-old Raymond White of Duquesne. Pittsburgh homicide detectives arrested him in Homestead with the help of Homestead and Munhall police. White is charged with 2 homicides. The first happened in 1999. Police say White shot and killed 20-year-old Rashay Smith in Homewood. He's also accused of shooting 17-year-old Anthony Underwood earlier this month on Atwell Street. Both of the victims were riding bikes when they were gunned down. The Lawrence County woman who shot and killed her estranged husband has also died. Connie Waters died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound this afternoon at Mercy Hospital. Police say she went to the Shenango Township home of estranged husband Donald Waters last night and shot him once in front of his mother and their 11-year-old son. Police say she then used a rusty revolver to shoot him. Right now, some of the survivors of a deadly bus crash in Missouri are headed back home to western Pennsylvania. More than 24 people from Allegheny, Westmoreland, and Fayette counties were headed to Branson, Missouri for vacation when their bus slammed into several stopped vehicles near Eureka over the weekend. The driver and another man died.
Just how I loved him.
The chain reaction accident occurred on I-44, just past Six Flags, where a fatality had occurred before. A car skidded into a guardrail. Another car stopped to help. Then a semi stopped and a third car halted. The tour bus rammed into it, driving it under the semi, killing the car's driver.
From where that tour bus impacted the rear of these other vehicles, you've got great sight distance. Why doesn't a driver see a tractor-trailer stopped on the highway?
But investigating officers on the scene say the Good Samaritan stopping was also a contributor.
Even with good intentions, the moment you stop on a highway, you're placing yourself in danger. You're placing other motorists in danger.
Richard Runyon, father of two, died on impact. The other driver died at the hospital. 25 on the bus were injured, several in the other vehicles. Of those on the bus, 20 were released from the hospital Sunday. 5 of those passengers on the Grooms Transit bus are still hospitalized tonight in St. Louis hospitals. All of them are in their 60s and 70s. 2 remain in serious condition. 3 others are in satisfactory condition. Last summer, 2-year-old Cody Britt crawled into his family's hot car and died. Today, his parents appeared before a judge. Michael and Christina Britt of Masontown, Fayette County, say they were asleep July 4th when their children went to play outside. Their son Cody crawled into the car and couldn't get out. The county coroner says Cody's death stemmed from parental neglect, and today a judge ruled there is enough evidence to hold the Britts for trial. Another young life lost. A Beaver County toddler died over the weekend. His father found him hanging from the cord of a Venetian blind. The coroner's office says 2-year-old Shane Barkfeldt's death is being treated as an accident. Shane was pronounced dead at Children's Hospital. 2 17-year-olds accused of murdering a gay black man say they're innocent. At their arraignments today, Jared Wilson and David Allen Parker pleaded innocent in the death of Arthur J.R. Warren. Police say they beat and kicked Warren, then ran over him with a car in a staged hit and run. They are being tried as adults. Whenever it rains hard, they fear flooding. Well, tonight a group of Brentwood homeowners met face-to-face with Borough Council to find out what can be done to prevent it from happening again. First step, an engineer will study the storm sewer system. And once that is complete, borough officials will look for financing to correct the problems. The study is expected to take about a month. Residents are still cleaning up from flooding a few weeks ago. Council also promises to look into insurance coverage for their damages. Well, some people in Shaler are hoping for divine intervention this school year. About 100 students, teachers, parents, and administrators kicked off the school year tonight with a special prayer service at Bethlehem Lutheran Church in Glenshaw. One of the organizers says it's a way to bring the community together.
And we feel that with his blessing upon the schools within this community and other communities, people like those out here in the sanctuary this evening can get a feel for what young life is all about and what it means to really seek Christian values within our school systems.
People of all faiths were invited to tonight's service. Well, when it comes to school security, at least one district isn't taking any chances. High-tech safety measures top tonight's County by County.
I'm Shannon Perrine at the Seneca Valley School District, where there are all kinds of new security measures. After a rash of school shootings across the country and one bomb threat here at Seneca Valley, administrators implemented a list of measures, including security cameras outside of bathrooms and in the student parking lot, and also a mobile walk-through metal detector that administrators will use randomly.
Not much is left of this home in Slippery Rock Township, Lawrence County. Flames broke out in the kitchen, then quickly spread through the entire house. It took 4 fire companies 2 hours to contain the fire. Damage is estimated at $100,000. No injuries and no word on a cause. Hundreds of union hospital employees in Altoona are officially on strike. They walked off the job after the two sides couldn't reach an agreement over wages. Strikers include some nurses, nurses' aides, kitchen staff, and maintenance workers. Hospital management is filling in for now. The union wants the hospital to hire more workers. We've heard the reports possibly linking cell phones to memory loss and cancer. Well, now a local company is taking action to protect cell phone users. Calgon Carbon is releasing a product this week that blocks 99% of microwaves entering the caller's ear canal. The product is a small adhesive cloth pad that can be fastened to the phone's earpiece. Some experts question whether products like these are really necessary since there's no conclusive research on cell phone dangers. Well, the fire is out, but now there are new fears. We've got the latest on the TV tower disaster overseas. Parts of a plane just fall right out of the sky. We'll tell you if anyone got caught in the debris path. But first, tied to a flagpole, a local mother fights for her son's education. And we've got a live look downtown from our action cam. Here it comes. Temperatures are going up. Meteorologist Stephen Cropper's working on that warmer Gennardo forecast.
Gennardo weather with a radar that's 6 times faster. We can warn you of severe weather first. Count on live pinpoint Doppler 4 taking action for you.
Simple solutions to the problems that really drive you nuts.
I never imagined that it would look this good. This is amazing.
Next Oprah.
Tuesday at 4, followed by Action News.
It's the Mercury Getaway Clearance.
Getaway!
In the 2000 Sable LS Touring Edition, a luxurious alternative to everyday transportation with over $2,300 in no-charge options, including power moonroof, leather seating surfaces, and anti-lock brakes. Plus a 5-star safety rating. Make your break with low 0.9% financing now on 2000 Sable LS Touring Edition during the Mercury Getaway sales event.
My name is Mrs. Russell, and I'm a kindergarten teacher. This would be so cute for kindergartners. I've shopped at Walmart forever. Is that not cool? They have that back-to-school aisle. You know, you just can't wait to go down it. Oh, look at these. Sometimes my friends call me the informer because I'm the one who goes and scopes everything out. Ooh, ah. And then I call them up and say, okay, here's what they've got. You're going to get over here now. Teachers like to get the best deal that they can. Walmart's a good place to do that. You can even buy your new clothes and your new shoes for school. Walmart just has everything I need. This is really cute.
Channel 4 Action News at 11 is taking action for you. Live with Sally Wiggin. Mike Clark. Gennardo weather with meteorologist Stephen Cropper. Action Sports with Andrew Stockey. Right now, Action News at 11 continues.
One Washington County mother is going to the extreme for her son's education. She's tied herself to the flagpole at this school to get the attention of leaders in the McGuffey School District. As Ted Coffey reports, she is willing to stay there as long as it takes.
He's reading. He's talking in full sentences. He's using descriptive words, but nobody can understand that.
And until there is someone proficient at sign language to teach her 7-year-old son here at Blaine Buffalo Elementary School, Dee Lesneski says she will remain tied to this flagpole. Her son, Max, a high-functioning second grader with a severe speech disability, Down syndrome, and a hearing impairment, uses sign language to communicate. Lesneski says she's doing this because her son is not getting the education he's entitled to.
For him to talk about what it is that he's in talk to, or just talk to another child, or talk to the teacher, no, they have no idea. If he was to say, help me, I'm sick, they have no idea.
Her backers didn't take long to join her in this protest. They say they've tried all other avenues and have failed.
This is the only way that we can bring some kind of legal currency to the issue.
A federal court, according to Lesneski, ordered the school back in February to provide someone proficient in sign language for Max. But the district says it is complying with state special education law.
We have a number of aides, and also the regular ed teacher and the special ed teacher have either received or in the process of receiving the signing training right now. Some of the people that we've hired are not proficient because they're new hires at this point in time, but we are complying.
And Mackle says Lesneski's flagpole protest is unwarranted. In fact, the embattled mother tells us she was warned that if she didn't leave, she'd be arrested and taken to jail. Diana Ilgenfritz says she won't go alone.
We have no fear of being arrested, just to show that people need to take a stand and we need to fight. The children are our future, and if we can't stand here, then what are we doing? I don't think we're doing our job then.
Dee tells us the school district did offer to meet with her, but inside the school, and she fears if she unties herself from that flagpole, she could be arrested if she tries to retie herself later. So she plans to stay out here, even overnight. The only thing that could drive her away, she says, is a lightning storm. Reporting in Taylorstown, Washington County, Ted Coffey, Channel 4 Action News.
At last check, Lesneski remains tied to the pole. People protesting with her are planning to work in shifts overnight so that she doesn't have to be there alone. The school year begins with a hazing investigation in Moon Township. Investigators are interviewing students about the incident which happened during summer football camp last week. Player Dan Rita received a concussion when he was hit in the head by another player. Superintendent Susan Taylor says that officials may have more to say on Wednesday after they collect more information. And hazing is no longer a problem limited to just college campuses. Researchers at Alfred University find that nearly 2 million teenagers each year are being hazed. You may be surprised to find out who is on the list. The study says every high school student who joins a group, from the football team to church clubs, is at risk. The study goes even further and says the impact of hazing can be as serious as alcohol or drug abuse. Tragedy marked the first day of classes at the University of Arkansas. 2 people are dead, the result of an apparent murder-suicide. Police say they believe the victims are a faculty member and a graduate student. The shooting took place in Kimball Hall, where a number of departments, including journalism, foreign languages, English, drama, and communication, are housed. The fire in a 1,700-foot TV tower in Moscow is finally out. At least 2 bodies have been discovered in the elevator shaft, the bodies of a firefighter and elevator operator. The fire knocked out nearly all television services in Moscow. Now there are fears that part of the tower could actually fall off. Authorities say a short circuit caused the fire. At first they thought a big bird may be to blame, but now investigators say a bird could not have caused this kind of damage. Home video shows pieces from the Royal Dutch Airlines plane falling onto a beach in Los Angeles. One chunk the size of a dishwasher. The plane was bound for Amsterdam with 449 people on board. The pilot reported engine trouble, dumped his fuel, and turned around. No one on the plane or on the ground was hurt. And there's more amazing video ahead. A bridge carrying 4 lanes of traffic just collapses. But first, meteorologist Stephen Cropper is on his feet back after the break with your DiNardo forecast.
Live closed captioning of Action News is sponsored in part by Western Pennsylvania School for the Deaf. Get breaking news live, free email weather, and even live web video. ThePittsburghChannel.com, your home for everything local.
On the highway of life, it's nice to meet an honest man. Introducing VoiceStream Wireless.
Talk to me.
VoiceStream gives you more with 500 anytime minutes, just $39.99.
Now that's good.
More for your money, guaranteed.
Great.
And weekends?
Do you like parties?
Now free nationwide.
We'll have a great time, I guarantee it.
So get VoiceStream and get more from life, guaranteed.
Hello.
Yesterday, if you saw a bathroom style you liked, nope. Well, good luck finding it at your typical home improvement store. But today, there's Lowe's, where upgrading your bathroom has never been more fashionable. Choose from Delta, Kohler, Moen, Jacuzzi, American Standard, and hundreds of other great brands. The latest styles at a guaranteed low price. Lowe's, improving home improvement.
The Healthy for Life Expo is presented by UPMC Health Plan, Giant Eagle, and Bayer Corporation.
Mark your calendars now. September 9th and 10th, the Healthy for Life Expo at the Monroeville Expo Mart. Sunday, September 10th, Subway presents the legendary Tae-Bo artist, Billy Blanks. The creator of Tae-Bo will demonstrate the most exciting and effective exercise technique available today. Subway invites you to be motivated by the most sought-after personal trainer in the world. A whole new lifestyle can begin over just 1 weekend at the Healthy for Life Expo.
Well, the cloud cover setting up a nice palette for this sunshine this afternoon on this August day. We had cloud cover coming in from the east, moving to the west in the low levels, and then in the upper levels we had some cloud cover moving in from west to east, so a little cross action going on. Sunset, and we are into a fair sky now. Action cam outside, in fact, keeping a fair sky as you look across 3 rivers. Check of numbers from the day, and for the first time in a while we were on par. In keeping with temperatures today, actuals and normals coming out equal. Temperatures at the top of the hour under a fair sky, 8 miles visibility, air temperature again at 68 degrees, a little on the warm side, 89% relative humidity, winds from the east-southeast at 9, and the barometer 30.08. It is steady. We are headed into also possibly the warmest week of the summer so far. We have yet to see a stretch of days where the temperatures hover in the low to mid 80s for more than about 4 or 5 days. In fact, most of August we have been flirting with the upper 70s and lower 80s. But this week the numbers should continue to rise and stick around in that mid 80 range. possibly striking just above that, trying to reach 90, but it does not look like we'll get quite there before the week's over. Warmth has been bottled up to the south and to the southwest. In fact, the batch of orange that you see here was back to the west just a couple of days ago, but the upper level winds are shifting such that they are beginning now to tap into that warmth, and that will be the trend over the next 3, 4, 5-day period. Jet stream tonight, the upper level steering currents beginning to show a little bit of action coming in from the southwest, but as we go through the extended period, that warmth begins to draw as the winds come stronger from the south and from the southwest, and our thermometer will continue to rise this week. So even though most folks are back in school and back to work, it looks like summer will try to make a last gasp as we travel through this week. Around the big area of upper level high pressure, we are watching too. Some storms continue to ripple. One cell was just upstream from us this afternoon, and it continues now to dive to the south and to the southeast, missing Pittsburgh, but we did get some cloud cover off a storm upstream, and it continues to move away, and there is a monster storm off the coast, monster in the sense that it's covering a lot of real estate with cloud cover. It was throwing some cloud cover back at us too. The trend for tomorrow will keep us sort of in between all of this as high pressure continues to build in. It should give us some sunshine mixed from time to time with some cloud cover. But as we go through the forecast period from Tuesday into Wednesday, that high will eventually give way, and we will see the warmth come in, a few more clouds coming in for Wednesday, and also the threat for a shower, maybe a thunderstorm as the next front tries to make a run at us. But the big trend this week will be the warmer temperatures. If you're looking for summer, we finally have some summer-like weather. 61 tonight, fair skies or decreasing clouds, patchy fog developing, hopefully not as thick as this morning. Visibility was really down this morning. So 83 degrees, the forecasted high tomorrow, partly sunny and warm, and then into the evening tomorrow night. We keep it fair to partly cloudy and warm, and then into Wednesday, beginning to see the approach of that next system with a few more clouds, and then possibly a late-day thunderstorm coming in. 85, the warmest it's been so far this summer, is only 89. 86 is what we can pull out on Friday with a late-day thunderstorm again possible. Saturday, rolling in at 83. So summer, the calendar summer, June, July, and August, this might be the warmest of the season.
So what's the big deal about 90?
You know what? We weather folk just need something to talk about, I think.
You're just obsessive. All right.
That's it.
Stephen, thanks a lot. Well, quite a sight over Lake Erie. This is what happens when weather conditions are just right. A videographer captured a water spout on tape just offshore near downtown Cleveland. No injuries or damages, fortunately. A 4-lane bridge in Taiwan gave way and came crashing down into the water. Terrified drivers held onto guardrails while waiting to be rescued. 22 people were hurt. Government experts say illegal gravel excavations may have caused the collapse. The excavations changed the water flow and weakened the bridge pilings. Wildfires will be burning until the snow begins falling in Montana. Firefighters say the fires in Red Lodge will burn for weeks rather than days. The Willie Fire, named for singer Willie Nelson because he was performing in Red Lodge when it started, is just one of 31 fires that are burning right now in Montana. Gas prices are on the rise again, just in time for the upcoming Labor Day weekend. After checking 10,000 stations nationwide, the Lundberg survey found gas prices went up nearly 2 cents over the past 2 weeks to an average of $1.55 a gallon. Now, here in Pennsylvania, we can expect prices around $1.50 a gallon. Gas prices are steep, and now 2 Westmoreland County men are charged with trying to fill up their tanks and run. And that's not all. Police say Joseph Zemba and David Down attacked a state trooper who tried to pull them over after they stole the gas. The incident happened earlier this month at a gas station on Route 981. Down will face the judge in a few weeks. Zemba's case is already headed to trial. Next in action sports, 2 quarterback controversies in one building. The Steelers and the Panthers have a similar problem in quarterback, but they handle their situations very differently. Their decisions coming up.
I got splitter splatter all over my kitchen, but now all my problems have disappeared. What's my secret? Boston Market.
Now get a chicken Caesar salad with cornbread and a Coke for $4.99. Boston Market. Dinner, it's done.
Under Clinton Gore, prescription drug prices have skyrocketed, and nothing's been done. George Bush has a plan. Add a prescription drug benefit to Medicare.
Every senior will have access to prescription drug benefits.
And Al Gore? Gore opposed bipartisan reform. He's pushing a big government plan that lets Washington bureaucrats interfere with what your doctors prescribe. The Gore prescription plan, bureaucrats decide. The Bush prescription plan, seniors choose.
It's the Mercury Getaway Clearance. In the 2000 Sable LS Touring Edition, a luxurious alternative to everyday transportation with over $2,300 in no-charge options, including power moonroof, leather seating surfaces, and anti-lock brakes. Plus a 5-star safety rating. Make your break with low 0.9% financing now on 2000 Sable LS Touring Edition during the Mercury Getaway sales event.
At the Barrel family of dealerships, you can shop for a car or truck in your robe and slippers because you can do it from home. The Barrel family of dealerships is online and ready for you, open 24 hours a day at Barrel.com. All our different makes and models, the usual great Barrel selection, all available to you with a few simple clicks from your computer keyboard. So before you hit the road, hit the net and check out www.Barrel.com.
My kitchen is spotless. What's my secret? Boston Market.
Now get this entire home-style meal with a whole double marinated chicken, 3 regular sides, and 3 cornbread for just $9.99. Boston Market. Dinner, it's done.
Live with Andrew Stockey, this is Channel 4 Action Sports.
Well, he was brought into camp to push Cordell Stewart. Now he has pushed him right out of a job. Bill Cowher is going with Kent Graham. His latest twist in this unpredictable Steelers season, and the first game is not until Sunday.
Even as vague as it may seem, it's something that's in the best interest of this team, and I feel good about it.
The reasoning may be vague, but the choice is clear. Kent Graham is an opening day starter for his 3rd different team.
I feel comfortable in the starter's role. I feel like that I can get the job done as far as I have confidence in what I can do, and I just have to go out there and prove it.
You know, I'm more upset at myself than anybody else, no one else but myself, because I had the opportunity. I just didn't seize it.
Right now, I feel like he gives us our best opportunity to win right now against Baltimore, and he'll be our starter. And I think both quarterbacks can lead this football team. I think we can win with both quarterbacks. They have different styles. I plan on utilizing them.
Might that include returning Cordell to the role he made famous, that of Slash? Well, Cowher didn't rule it out. As for Cordell?
No, it goes back to the question you just asked me now. He never mentioned the slash role in the sense of doing all types of things. Just telling me basically just be prepared, keep doing what I'm doing, just keep focusing and just keep working and just being ready, because you never know what may happen.
The Steelers are hoping to sign 2 promising players to their practice squad today. Instead, they found work elsewhere. Robert Morris's Hank Fraley was snatched up by Philadelphia. Receiver Danny Farmer landed with Cincinnati. Cowher also benching starting safety Scott Shields